It's time to take a step back and appreciate what made us who we are today. Join us as we uncover the secrets of the ancient world. Welcome to Mez Studios. In part 3 of our ancient world journey, we travel to the land of wisdom and rivers, ancient India. We've journeyed to the cradle of human civilization, where history began. We've witnessed the rise and fall of empires in Egypt, where the river Nile cradled the first kingdoms. And now we find ourselves in ancient India, a land brimming with wisdom and tradition. Our adventure begins in the heart of the Indian subcontinent, where the Indus River, the lifeline of the region, nurtured the cradle of one of the world's oldest civilizations. Let's zoom in our time machine and find out more about them. Imagine yourself in the year 2600 BCE. You are in the heart of the Indus Valley civilization. Around you are the bustling streets of a planned city, the likes of which the world has never seen before. Harappa, a city of this era, reveals its secrets through its ruins. Look closely at these remnants of a bygone era and let your curiosity guide you. What do you see? The answer lies in the details. The city is laid out in a grid pattern. There are signs of a sophisticated drainage system and public baths. Homes have separate bathrooms and even indoor toilets. This is unlike anything seen before in human settlements. These cities weren't just places to live, they were marvels of urban planning. They had everything from organized grids to public parks. The Indus people also loved their pets. They kept cats and dogs, but unlike their modern-day descendants, they didn't allow them indoors. Instead, they chained their dogs outside their homes and kept their cats in the courtyard. Can you imagine? Their love for animals was real, but not in the same way we express it today. But what brought the Indus Valley civilization to life? The mighty Indus River. Its regular floods deposited fertile silt, turning the valley into a lush playground for farming. Wheat, peas, cotton, and even sesame grew abundantly here. Farmers used sophisticated tools like the plow and the seed drill, ensuring that every seed found its place in the soil. But agriculture wasn't the only game in town. Trade was booming along the river routes. Boats laden with treasures from distant lands docked at the trading posts, bringing in riches and spreading the influence of the civilization far and wide. The Indus people didn't work alone. They traded with Mesopotamia, Africa, and even Central Asia. They exchanged goods like precious stones, ivory, and gold for things like precious metals, perfumes, and wine. Some historians believe that the Indus people even made it to the shores of East Africa. Their adventurous spirit led them to explore uncharted waters in search of new trade routes. And what did they bring back from their travels? A special type of money called punch-mark coins. These coins made of silver punch marks became a common sight during the reign of the Mauryan Empire around 250 BC. They played a crucial role in fostering trade throughout the empire. However, the most remarkable aspect of the Indus Valley civilization is its mystery. Despite its grandeur, the civilization vanished into thin air around 1900 BCE. Some say it was swallowed by the deserts, while others blame it on natural disasters or even alien invasions. But as we stand here in the remnants of their grand cities, we can't help but wonder what could have been the fate of such an advanced culture. As we leave the Indus Valley behind, we encounter the Vedic Age, a period when ancient Indian sages pinned down their deepest thoughts and beliefs in the sacred texts called the Vedas. These texts contained hymns, rituals, and philosophical musings that would shape the course of human history. Among these texts, the Rig Veda stands out, a collection of poems and prayers dedicated to the gods and the forces of nature. It was during this time that the caste system, a social hierarchy that divided people into different classes, emerged, a system that would cast its long shadow over Indian society for centuries to come. But the Vedic Age was not just about religion and philosophy. It saw the rise of powerful kingdoms like the Mahajanapadas. These 16 republics dotted across the landscape were centers of political organization and military might. The Mahajanapadas were constantly vying for power and influence, forming alliances and engaging in wars that shaped the political dynamics of the region. The Lichavi, one of the Mahajanapadas, was particularly intriguing. Located in present-day Nepal and northern India, this republic was ruled by an assembly of clans, a unique system that gave voice to the people. Each clan had its own chief, and together they formed a council that made decisions for the state. This early form of democracy was a beacon of inclusivity, allowing all clans, big or small, to participate in shaping their destiny. The Lichavi's vibrant capital, Vaishali, was a hub of cultural activity. Here, the teachings of Mahavira, the last and most revered teacher of the Jains, found fertile ground. As he walked the dusty roads and gathered followers, he spoke about nonviolence, compassion, and the path to enlightenment. His teachings resonated with the people, especially women, who found in Jainism a religion that championed equality and personal liberation. Meanwhile, another religious revolution was brewing. Siddhartha Gautama, a young man who had known comfort, left his princely life behind after witnessing the suffering of the world. He embarked on a journey of self-discovery and meditation, seeking a solution to the human condition. After years of rigorous introspection, he attained enlightenment and became known as the Buddha, the Awakened One. His teachings, centered around the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, offered a path to end suffering and attain nirvana, a state of perfect peace and liberation from the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. His message spread like wildfire, attracting followers from all walks of life. The Buddhist order, with its emphasis on compassion, right conduct, and inner peace, provided a new way of life for countless individuals seeking solace and enlightenment. The 6th century BCE marked a significant shift in Indian history with the emergence of two new powerful empires, the Mauryan and the Shunga. Let's start with the Mauryan Empire, founded by Chandragupta Maurya. This ambitious ruler united much of the Indian subcontinent, creating a vast empire that stretched from the Himalayas in the north to the Indian Ocean in the south. He built a formidable army and implemented efficient systems of governance, collecting taxes and maintaining law and order across his vast domain. But it was his grandson, Ashoka, who would become the most notable Mauryan emperor. After embracing Buddhism following the Kalinga War, Ashoka turned his empire into a beacon of peace and nonviolence. He sent missionaries across the land and beyond, carrying messages of peace and understanding to far-off lands like Greece and Sri Lanka. His edicts inscribed on pillars and rocks across the empire served as reminders of his commitment to justice and compassion. Now let's shift our attention to the Shunga Empire, which emerged in the central and northern parts of the Indian subcontinent. While the Mauryans held the south, the Shunga rulers were patrons of arts and culture, particularly during the reign of Kanishk. He played a pivotal role in spreading Buddhism beyond India's borders. The Silk Road, a network of trade routes connecting the east and west, became a conduit for the spread of Buddhist teachings. Under Kanishk's influence, Buddhism flourished, attracting followers from diverse cultures and backgrounds. By the 3rd century CE, the Kushan Empire had risen to prominence in the northwest regions of India. Under the benevolent rule of Kanishk, trade flourished, the economy boomed, and Buddhism reached new heights. It was during his reign that the Silk Road became a vibrant artery of commerce and cultural exchange. Now let's talk about an extraordinary woman named Queen Lo Hupwei, whose story reads like something out of a fairy tale. She came to power when her husband, the Kushan Emperor Huvishka, passed away, leaving their son Strato, too young to rule. With wisdom and grace, she took charge of the empire, ensuring its stability during a time of vulnerability. Her efforts paved the way for her son's future ascension to the throne. And then there was the Satavahana dynasty, which thrived in the Deccan region of India. This dynasty, founded by Samukha, spanned over 3 centuries. The Satavahanas were ardent supporters of Buddhism and promoted trade and agriculture throughout their realm. As the ancient world turned the page on the millennium, new ideas and religions from the Middle East began to make their presence felt in India, setting the stage for a fascinating chapter in history. To understand how ancient India embraced and adapted foreign influences, stay tuned for our next episode. Thank you for joining us on this journey through ancient India. If you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and share your thoughts in the comments below. At Mez Studios, we bring history to life so you can explore the stories that shaped our world. Subscribe for part 4 of our Ancient World series and continue to explore the captivating narratives that define our shared heritage. Until next time, keep asking questions, keep exploring, and keep discovering.